I could call to order the July meeting of the Knox County Board of Zoning Appeals. Seemed to be a bit loud today, but maybe that's a good thing. Madam Clerk, if you could call the roll, please.
Curtis Brown.
Here.
Jonathan Repass.
Here.
Doug Lloyd.
Here.
Raleigh Lovingood. Cecil Anderson.
Here.
John Elliott.
Here.
Sherry Garrett.
Present.
Rebecca Longmire.
Here.
Paul Huff.
Here.
We have 8 members present.
If everyone could stand, please, for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Members of the Board of Zoning Appeals are volunteers from each commission district who do not receive compensation for their work on the board or training they attend. As a quasi-judicial body, we avoid ex parte communication and conduct our business in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. My name is Paul Huff. I'm the chairman of the Board of Zoning Appeals. To my immediate right is Mr. Curtis Brown, the vice chairman, and to his right is Mike Moyers, our law director. Are there additional folks from the county here?
Yes, Steve Elliott, the Director of Development Services, along with Miranda Ward, Kelly Vaughn, Kim Jarnigan, Tammy Harvey, and we also have a representative from Knox Planning, Whitney Warner.
Thank you. Our voting procedure requires a simple majority of the board members present. Today, there are 8 members present. Moving on to the minutes. Are there any changes to the minutes from the last meeting?
There are a couple of amendments to the agenda today. On item 4C.
We're on the minutes, I'm sorry,
I
Steve.
meant
From last month.
No changes. Open for a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion that we approve as written.
Seconded.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Motion carries. Knox County Board of Zoning Appeals is authorized to grant variances and to hear other matters by the Tennessee Code and the Knox County Zoning Ordinance, specifically 6.60 Board of Zoning Appeals. These laws prescribe strict parameters, the meeting of which is required to grant a variance. The burden of proof that an application meets these parameters rests on the applicant. Quoting from the Knox County Code of Ordinances 6.60.04, variances, quote, "The purpose of the variance is to modify the strict application of the specific requirements of this ordinance in the case of exceptionally irregular, shallow, narrow, or steep lots, or other exceptional physical conditions whereby such strict application would result in practical difficulty or unnecessary hardship, which would deprive an owner of reasonable use of their land. The variance shall be used only where necessary to overcome some obstacle which is preventing an owner from using their property as the zoning ordinance intended. For each matter, the clerk will read the request into the record. The chair will then ask if the applicant is present. The chair will then ask if there is opposition to this or other speakers who wish to present. You do not have to come forward at this time. Once we determine the speakers for the items, we will call on government agencies such as Knox County Codes, Planning, or Engineering to make statements regarding the facts pertinent to the property and background of the request. Board members may ask questions of the governmental agencies once they have made their statements. The chair will then call on applicants to come forward, state their name and address for the record, and present their evidence and reasoning supporting the granting of a variance. If there is no opposition, the applicant has 10 minutes to present their case. If there is opposition, the applicant and opposition each have 15 minutes. After the applicant's presentation, the board members may ask questions of the applicant. The chair will then call for opposition or other parties who have 15 minutes to speak. This 15 minutes applies to all parties, so if there are multiple parties that wish to speak, please determine how you're going to divide your time beforehand. After the opponents present their opposition, the board members may ask questions of the opponents. Finally, there will be a discussion of the case by the board, during which time the board members may ask further questions of parties that have already testified. The board will then make any determinations it deems necessary. Our bylaws allow an applicant at the initial hearing of a matter to request a deferral of 30 or 60 days without prejudice. In the event of a deferral of an application or a failure to appear, any opponents may be heard on the record at a meeting where the application they oppose appears on the agenda. Mr. Law Director, would you please swear in all speakers?
All right, if you're here to speak to this board on any matter that's before the board today, if you're here as an applicant or in opposition to a matter and you wish to speak to this body, please stand and raise your right hand. That everybody? All right, you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Be seated, please.
Any agenda changes? Steve, now it's your turn.
Yes, sorry about that.
No worries.
Item 4C, the agenda says from 15 feet to 5. We need to correct that to say 25 feet to 5.
Very well. Any other changes?
Item 5A and 5B have wished to withdraw from the agenda. That they may have to reapply in the future, but today they wish to withdraw. And A and B, yes. If the board wishes, you could vote to reimburse them their fees they paid. If not, then they will not, their fees will not be returned.
Okay, we'll get to that after we go through all the Section 4 items. Thank you. Any other changes? Nothing else?
That's it.
Very good. Okay, beginning, if you could read the first item 4A, Madam Clerk.
It's a request of James Beard for waiver of rear yard setback from 35 feet to 5 feet. The property is located at 4562 Walden Pond Lane, CLT map 040, Group EE, parcel 014, zone PR in the 8th Commission District.
Is the applicant present? Sorry.
Make sure his mic is on.
Yeah, is there any opposition to this?
No.
Okay. Statements from codes?
We don't have any statements at this time.
Okay. As the applicant, can you please give us your name and address for the record?
James Baird, 4562 Walden Pond Lane.
Pursuant to Knox County Code 6.60.04, what evidence do you have to present that supports your application for the variance?
Why do you want it?
Why do you want it?
Why do you want it?
Just for storage.
You want the variance. Why do you?
Oh, because the setback from the rear property to mine is 35 feet, and where that setback is makes no sense for me to put the shed there. It would interfere with drainage, and it would be in the middle of a yard instead of off to the side.
Let me help you out a little bit. What we're looking for is one of the criteria that I stated in the opening, and I think because of the drainage easement, that would qualify as an exceptional physical condition, which would make your request for a variance a valid request. And as far as not being able to meet the setback, you're right, that would be a hardship because it would be too close to your house. So, go ahead, Ms.
A
Long.
question, have you had any complaints from the neighbors or any conversation with the neighbors about this?
No,
Okay, so nobody minds that you're going to do it?
no.
Okay, in that case, I'd like to make a motion to approve the variance from 35 feet to 5 feet based on hardships for the drainage easements.
Second it.
Motion's been made and seconded. I do have one more discussion item. The only reason that 35-foot setback is because this is a peripheral setback. Is that correct, Steve?
That's correct, and that periphery is unique to the lots that are on the exterior of the subdivision. They're not doesn't apply to the internal.
Right, and as I understand it, on the other side of that peripheral line in that particular location, there's a floodway or a flood zone, or is that correct?
Let me get that pulled up here. It's actually not map floodway, but there is a stream and a drainage easement where nothing would be built.
Okay, that's what I was getting to. Thank you. Any other discussion? Motion's been made, seconded. All those in favor, please say aye. 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 Any opposition? No. Motion carries. Thank you.
Congratulations.
4B,
4B is a request of Charles and Felicia Lawson for waiver of lot intensity from 1 acre to .92 of an acre for proposed Lot 3A and waiver of side yard setback from 10 feet to 6 feet for existing house at 2045 Scenic Meadow Drive, proposed Lot 3B. Properties located at 2017 Scenic Meadow Drive, CLT map 027, parcel 07404, zone AG in the 7th Commission District.
are you the applicant?
I'm representing the applicant. She's over here, Felicia, Miss Felicia Lawson. I'm the project surveyor for the project.
Thank you. State your name for the record
Michael Shattle,
and address.
of this property.
No, your address.
Oh, 1311 Live Oak Circle, Knoxville, Tennessee.
Do you work for a company or?
True Meridian Land Surveying.
Thank you. Any information from codes on this?
None at this time, but I think once he addresses the board, I think we'll have some information to add.
Okay. Go ahead and tell us your basis for your application.
Yeah. This is currently one parcel. It's 2.15 acres, and our client wanted to subdivide this property. And when doing the subdivision, in making the most logical sense, the one lot, I think it's, I can't see it from here, the northwesterly lot, with the easement, it's 1.02 acres, but then with subtracting the easement, it's 0.092. And because both lots are 2.15, it would be a hardship to make each lot 1 acre without the easement. We would have to make a strip of land that would cause a hardship later down the road, that clouded area, when it was sold. So that's why we're requesting a variance. And if that's accepted, it's also going to have the side setback is going to need a variance as well for the existing house.
Steve, you got anything to add after that?
So what you're saying is if the variance is approved today for the lot intensity, you'll have to come back for that side yard setback?
Can those not be both approved at this time?
You didn't,
Yeah, it's in here.
it is in here, okay. Then yes, they can be approved at the same time. No, we have no more to add to that.
Any questions from the board? In that case, I'll make a motion that yeah, I'm sorry, is there any opposition to this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry. I should have asked that question prior. Please come forward and
Yes, sir.
state your name and address for the record, please.
I'm Jack Trammell. My home address is 8018 Cantor Lane in Powell. I own the adjacent property to that, which is listed as 2009 Scenic Meadow Way. That driveway, I really don't know, honestly, what they're actually requesting. I just want to make sure they're not getting a 6-foot setback on my property.
They are not, sir. They're adding a lot line between the two existing houses. So the setback, can you put the plat back up there, Miranda? The setback would be off of that lot there, the clouded line. That's the lot line they're adding, so they would be getting a setback off of that lot line, the new lot line they're adding in.
Can you see, okay, I'm trying to picture my driveway here. I see
That's their two houses there, the two clouded in. Then I don't know if that's you behind them. I'm not for sure where your house
I
is
got
at.
34 acres in right in behind that.
Oh, no, they're not getting a setback off of your property. It's off of, it's their internal lot lines.
It's their lot lines then?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. As long as it's not getting off my driveway, because I bring vehicles, larger trailers and then things in and out there, it would be detrimental to be getting in and out of there if it was on my lot line.
It looks like all they're adding is a lot line on their parcel that currently has two houses, and they're adding one lot line to subdivide it into two lots. So they're getting a variance for the lot line they're adding, and then a lot, variance for the lot intensity.
Yeah, I'm a little confused
Kelly.
about where my property is actually at in this picture.
Kelly, can you,
Up top up there, see your name, zoom in on it.
yeah, zoom on, there you go.
Right.
That's your property.
That's
right
my
there.
gravel drive coming in, so they're not nowhere approaching my property then?
They are not.
Okay, I don't have a problem.
Okay, so no opposition.
Thank you. Any other opposition?
Oh, she has something to say, but I guess not.
Okay.
Steve?
Steve, do you have something?
I'm sorry, I was,
Oh, you look like you were going to say something.
well, I was just noticing on there, it says a proposed future house. Is there not already a house there? Is it an existing house there?
There is not an existing house here. I think it was removed in 2022-ish. There was a single wide there.
Oh, okay.
If you go through the
Yeah,
history, you could see.
It wasn't showing up on our, it was showing up as a house on our aerial, and I just seen the proposed.
But if you look at 2020 aerial, I think it's on there still.
It's on there, yeah. Yeah, you have to go to the preliminary aerial to see that it's gone. Okay, that's all I had.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I need his name for the record, the gentleman.
Oh, his name? Or the,
Okay.
he's the applicant.
Yeah, Michael, I'm sorry.
You got the transfer.
Chair, I did notice maybe a lady had a question back through there.
I think she's with him.
No, you're okay about it then. All right, thank you.
Okay. Well, if there are no other questions or discussion, is there a motion to be made? Ms. Longmire?
He's got a
No.
question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and make the motion.
Hold on 1 second. We got a question out in the State your name and address.
I'm Darrell Leach. I live at 1917. So there's power lines running across the property they're asking for a variance for. So you can't build under a power line, KUB line. What's their proposal where they're wanting to build the new site?
Steve?
I think they're just going to build a house back in the location where the house that was taken down, that was there previously. So you can see there where they're going to propose to build.
There's already a home there.
They're saying it was tore down. It was,
Pam Dawson lives there.
So is there or is
there's a
there not?
trailer there, it looks like, and it showed the aerial, the 20. Yeah, see, they're going to put a home back right where that one was.
I'm confused where one was torn down at.
Could the surveyor come back, please? Would you
So where was the home tore down from? I've lived there for 30 years.
There was a mobile home.
The mobile home's next to him, to his driveway.
No, there was a mobile home up in that corner right there. It's not there anymore.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's right beside the detached garage right now.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So they're planning on building there again?
What we're asking is for a variance for subdividing based on the subdivision rules.
I understand.
But the intent.
I'm a
would-
builder, but
yeah.
when you get this,
Yeah.
that's just another shoe in.
We're not
to get what
asking for a variance for any setbacks on the new house. That would follow all the codes and regulations. This is a variance for the setback of the existing house.
So his sideline runs out his driveway. You wanting from 10 foot to 6 foot on the sideline? Is that what you're asking
No,
for?
not
Where
at
the
all.
garage is at?
It's their
No, no.
existing house. If you go to so see there's an existing house down there.
That's correct.
When the new lot line is created to get as much acreage as possible for the variance I'm requesting, that is no longer going to be conforming. And so I'm trying to document that right now for future, that I'm going through the process of, okay, this is not conforming, so I'm asking for a setback for that. It doesn't affect your lot up there.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Anybody else want to speak on opposition?
Confusion.
Yeah.
Is there a motion?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to approve the waiver of the lot intensity from 1 acre to .92 for the proposed Lot 3A and a waiver of the side yard setback of 10 feet to 6 feet for the existing house at 2045 Scenic Meadow Way, proposed Lot 3B, due to the extenuating lot circumstances.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? Any opposition? Those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? Motion carries. Thank you. Okay. This is 4C.
I'll read the revised version of 4C. It's a request of Amy Yarbrough. It's for a waiver of rear yard setback from 25 feet to 5 feet, located at 7051 Cherry Grove Road, CLT is 078, Group PB, Parcel 018, Zone PR, in the 6th Commission District.
Is the applicant present?
She is, her and her husband, Marty.
Is there any opposition to this? Can you state your name, please?
Brad Salisbury, Design Innovation Architects, 402 South Gay Street, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37902.
And can you tell us the basis for your, nothing from codes? Okay, can you tell us the basis for your application?
The applicant is wanting to build an in-law bedroom at the rear of the house, and there are several easements, access easements, drainage easements, and utility easements at the rear of the property that, when those were created, cut that corner of the property off, creating an irregular lot line and really kind of hemming them in. So
Is there anything in the package that actually shows what you're trying to build?
the green, the dark green,
Oh, okay, thank you.
Is it on an existing deck? Is the deck already there and you're using that or what?
the two sides right and left of the existing deck right there. That's existing. They'll extend off the back of the existing living room.
All right, thank you. And Coates, did you say the land behind it is like floodplain or flood something?
That's correct, and I believe that was part of the original development that was leftover property, but there's very little usable land left back behind there due to the floodway and the floodplain, and, you know, they would have to build 1 foot above the 500 year, so the property back behind will never be developed. Maybe could be a single-family home built back there, but that'd be it.
Thank you.
So it's not likely to harm anybody on the other side of the property line, is that what I'm hearing?
I wouldn't think so.
Any other discussion? Whose district is this?
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
I second it.
Do we have to have a basis?
Well, I think I heard that there was exceptional physical conditions with the easements and floodplains, but, and it is, in my opinion, it is an irregularly shaped lot. It's not, it's kind of what you commonly see in a cul-de-sac situation. Is that,
It's fine for whatever is required.
can you add that to your motion?
Am I still on? Yes, due to the irregularity of the lot and the easements, I would like to make a motion to approve.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Nope. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we get to the 5A and 5B, which are being withdrawn. And the question came up during the agenda discussion about perhaps refunding half of the fee to the applicant. Is that correct, Steve?
Yes, if the board wishes, we would refund their money. I would leave it up to your discretion on whether we refund all, none, or half. I'd leave it up to the board's discretion.
So we've collected a fee for 2 applications, correct?
Two. Oh, he just paid one.
They just paid one?
Yes.
So he's paid for, he typically he would have been charged for 2 applications since it's 2 agenda items.
Yes.
So he only paid for half already. So does anybody have any strong feeling on?
Would it be for about a total of $400?
He paid for one, he paid $200 for the 2 applications.
I would like to move that we ask for a refund of half, which would be $100.
I second that.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposition? No. Motion carries. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Yes.
So
I make
moved.
Motion to adjourn. My battery out.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We're adjourned.
Looks like we're going to earn our keep next month,
I
maybe.
think so.